Did you ever think about how much your cat really knows about you? We spend all this time trying to decode their behavior, but they're over there watching us, learning our quirks, our routines, even our deepest feelings. They're like furry little ninjas, always observing, always analyzing. Now you might think, Jackson, you're losing it, they're just cats. But trust me, beneath that aloof exterior, your cat is picking up on more than you might realize. They see right through us, man. In this video, we're diving deep into the minds of our feline overlords to uncover 8 incredible things your cat knows about you. These aren't just fun facts, these are insights into the secret language of cats, the stuff they don't put in the pet store manuals. Stick around, and you might just learn more about yourself than your cat. Number 1, sensing your emotions. Let's face it, we humans, we wear our hearts on our sleeves, sometimes literally. We're walking billboards of emotions, and your cat? They're reading every single sign. You know how your cat seems to know when you're stressed, anxious, or feeling down? That's not a coincidence. They're picking up on those subtle shifts in your energy, those barely perceptible changes in your body language, your tone of voice, heck, even your scent. When you're stressed, your shoulders tense up, your breathing changes, you might even pace around like a caged tiger. Your cat sees that, they hear the subtle tremor in your voice, they smell the chemical changes in your body. They're like little emotional sponges, soaking it all in, and when you're down in the dumps, they pick up on that too. The quiet stillness, the lack of energy, the way you might be curled up on the couch instead of wrestling a laser pointer. They recognize those signs of sadness, and you know what? They care. That's why they come over and rub against your leg, purring like a tiny motor. They're not just looking for attention, they're offering comfort, a furry hug for your soul. They see us, they feel us, and they meet us where we are. Don't underestimate the emotional intelligence of your feline friend. Number 2, supporting you when you're sad. Let's talk about those moments when the world feels heavy, when the weight of it all just gets to be too much. You know those days, right? The ones where you just want to pull the covers over your head and disappear. Well, guess what? Your cat knows those days too. They might not be able to offer words of encouragement or a shoulder to cry on, but they have their own special way of showing up when you need it most. It's like they have this sixth sense for sadness, this innate ability to recognize when their human is hurting. And you know what they do? They become little furry shadows following you around the house, never letting you out of their sight. They'll curl up on your lap, purring their little hearts out, as if their very presence could mend your broken pieces. Now some people might think it's just a cat being a cat, seeking warmth and attention. But I'm telling you, there's something deeper going on here. They feel your pain, they sense your sadness, and they want to make it better. So the next time you're feeling down, don't be surprised if your cat becomes your own personal therapist. They might not be able to solve your problems, but they'll be there for you, every step of the way. Number 3, noticing changes in your health. We've all heard the stories, those almost unbelievable tales of cats seemingly knowing when their humans are unwell. And let me tell you, it's not just some old wives' tale. Cats have this uncanny ability to detect subtle changes in our bodies, changes that we might not even be aware of ourselves. Think about it, their senses are so much keener than ours. They see the world in a different light, hear sounds we can't even perceive, and their sense of smell? Forget about it. They're practically swimming in a sea of scents that we're completely oblivious to. So it shouldn't be surprising that they can pick up on the slightest shifts in our scent, our body temperature, even our behavior when we're under the weather. They might not be able to diagnose us with a specific illness, but they can certainly tell when something is off. There are countless stories of cats alerting their owners to hidden health problems, from diabetes to cancer. This incredible ability of our feline companions to sense our health is a testament to the profound bond we share with them. They're not just pets, they're our furry guardians, watching over us, protecting us in their own unique way. Number 4, reading your body language and emotions. Ever feel like your cat is watching your every move? Well, you're not wrong. These furry little ninjas are masters of observation, constantly studying our every twitch, every sigh, every subtle shift in our demeanor. They're like living, breathing lie detectors, and trust me, they know when we're trying to pull a fast one. They don't need words to understand what we're feeling. A flick of the tail, a particular meow, a certain way they hold their ears. It all means something to them. They've spent centuries deciphering our signals, learning to read the subtle cues that betray our true emotions. They know when you're happy, because you come home with a spring in your step, your voice is lighter, And you might even break out into a little dance. Don't act like you haven't. They know when you're stressed because your shoulders are hunched, your voice is tight, and you keep pacing back and forth like a caged tiger. This incredible ability to read our body language and emotions is part of what makes cats such fascinating and rewarding companions. They challenge us to be more aware of ourselves, to be more present in the moment. Number 5, interacting based on your emotions. We've all got that one friend, right? The one who rubs us the wrong way, who just seems to set our teeth on edge. And you know what? Your cat knows it too. They might not be able to articulate it with words, but they can sense that underlying tension, that subtle shift in your energy when that particular person is around. Cats are incredibly perceptive creatures, and they pick up on our emotional cues like nobody's business. They watch how we interact with others, they listen to the tone of our voice, they even pick up on those subtle changes in our scent when we're feeling anxious or uncomfortable. So, when you've got a friend over who you're not entirely thrilled about, don't be surprised if your cat gives them the cold shoulder. They might hiss, avoid eye contact, or even slink off to another room entirely. On the flip side, when you've got someone over who you genuinely adore, someone who brings you joy and makes you feel at ease, your cat will notice that too. They might be more likely to approach your friend, rub against their legs, or even hop up for a cuddle. Pay attention to how they interact with the people in your life, because they just might have your best interests at heart. Number 6, knowing when you're about to head to bed. Ever notice how your cat seems to magically appear by your bedside right as you're getting ready for bed? It's like they have this internal clock, perfectly synced to your sleep schedule. Well, my friend, that's no coincidence. Cats are creatures of habit, and they thrive on routine. They're like furry little timekeepers, always aware of the rhythms and patterns of your day. They know when it's time for you to wake up because they've memorized the exact moment your alarm goes off, and they're not afraid to remind you if you dare to hit the snooze button. They know when it's time for dinner because they've internalized the sound of you opening that can of cat food, and they definitely know when it's time for bed. They've picked up on your evening routine, from the way you dim the lights to the sound of you brushing your teeth. This love of routine isn't just about being predictable, it stems from their need for security and stability. Number 7, loving routines and when you break them. We've all been there. The alarm doesn't go off, we sleep in, and suddenly the whole day is thrown for a loop. We're scrambling, trying to catch up, but our feline overlords, they are not amused. See, cats, they thrive on routine. It's in their DNA. They're creatures of habit, finding comfort and security in the predictability of their day-to-day. So when we, their loving but sometimes clueless humans, disrupt that carefully crafted schedule, it throws them off their game. They wake up expecting their breakfast at a certain time, a specific scratch behind the ears, maybe a little playtime before you disappear into that mysterious room with the glowing box. We call it an office. But then life happens. We oversleep, we get caught up with work, or heaven forbid, we decide to sleep in on a Saturday. Suddenly, their carefully calibrated world is turned upside down. And they let us know it. You had one job, they seem to say, to maintain the sanctity of the schedule. Number 8, your cat's view of their role. Let's be honest, folks, we like to think we're in charge, that this whole cat owner title means we're calling the shots. But let's be real, deep down, we all know the truth. The cats are the real bosses. They might not wear suits or carry briefcases, though I wouldn't put it past them. But they rule the roost with subtle efficiency. Who dictates the sleeping arrangements? Who decides when it's playtime, cuddle time, or leave me alone, I'm napping time? Who strategically places their furry behind on your keyboard, effectively ending your productive workday? It's all part of their master plan, you see. They've trained us well, these feline overlords. We've fallen prey to their charms, their purrs, their uncanny ability to look adorable while simultaneously plotting world domination. But here's the thing, we secretly love it. We wouldn't have it any other way. Because beneath that aloof exterior, that independent spirit, beats the heart of a true companion. They might rule our homes with an iron paw, but it's a gentle reign, filled with purrs, head boops, and the occasional, "Fine, you can rub my belly." So embrace your role as devoted servant to your feline overlord. So there you have it, 8 incredible secrets your cat knows about you. From sensing your emotions to ruling your household with an iron paw and a whole lot of purring, these amazing creatures see us, understand us, and love us in ways we're only just beginning to comprehend. Whether they're cuddling with your emotional support blanket or greeting you at the door with their cutest meows, your cat is constantly proving that they're not just a pet. They're a devoted companion who sees you for who you truly are. Get ready to see your cat in a whole new light and deepen your bond like never before. Hit play now to uncover the amazing truths your cat knows about you, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for even more tips to keep your feline happy and healthy.